Today is June 27th, 2026. And as of today, I've had about 12 different messages like this. I'm only going to add a couple today, but I've had so many messages like this, you guys. And I'm not being rude, I'm not being nasty or anything, but we are we are farmers. Dun, 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 dun. We're YouTubers. So because we're YouTubers and we're online, everything is out here on Front Street. And I've been doing this for so long and getting so much flack from the Team Natural community. And people who have been on my channel for decades know that. Decades. For over the last decade, y'all know that, right? So the new people, you're gonna look at this like, oh, she's being messy. People who've been here, you're gonna look at this video like, I know you lying. So the very first one came probably like 4 or 5 months ago, right? Like, oh my God, saying, like, I'm letting go of the natural thing and I no longer want to make content like that. So, I thought it would be a great idea for us to do a collab and whoop whoop whoop. And so I told her, hey, thanks for reaching out. Love to hear it. Love that you guys are going to different places, but the place that I'm taking my career right now, I'm not really interested in like coming on podcasts and doing the back and forth banter, not arguing. That's not what I'm saying. Let me unpack. But I'm just not interested in the whole Team Natural going back and forth. That's not to put myself above anything, but after being a licensed cosmetologist for over a decade, trying to put the information out here, getting the type of pushback that I got now is entertainment for most people watching on YouTube, but it's real life over here. So as I was making these videos and all of the Team Naturalists disagreed with everything that I said, they would have most people don't know, but if you were to go on Reddit and just type in my name, oh my God, like I've never seen a group of women, Black women, be so hateful to a person that they don't even know. And we're only talking about hair. I ain't talking about nobody baby daddy, nobody mama, nobody daddy, nobody kids, nobody job, nobody, nothing. Hair, just hair, right? And none of the people who are extremely offended have actually went to school and spent any time on their education. Not one. But the one person who did, well, not the one person who did, but I'm just saying in this scenario, but the person who did is the one that's being attacked. And what was funny about it, there were cosmetologists that got in it too. And the cosmetologists that got into the riffraff were like, oh, her cosmetologist failed her. They don't teach us this in cosmetology school, baby, because I've been to more places than just cosmetology school, right? But your dermatologist has a cosmetologist. Your trichologist has a cosmetologist, right? But a cosmetologist can't do what a trichologist can do. And a cosmetologist can't do what a dermatologist can do. So we all need each other collectively. So just understand my perspective, right? Coming from a person who is in school, somebody who's went further than cosmetology, having a bunch of women who haven't been, women and men, who haven't been to school. So the majority of people on YouTube are just now going to cosmetology school now in 2026. I got my license in 2009, 2010. Okay. Most of the people who've been Team Natural just now going to cosmetology school now, right now, today. But back then, when Team Natural first started, the people who were already in cosmetology school were telling you that 2026 was coming, that what Black women are dealing with in 2026 was coming, but we were the bad guy. We had video after video after video after video made, right? And that's fine. Get your money, because over the last decade, again, team people like me, professional cosmetologists or scientists or dermatologists, because there have been many dermatologists who've come online and have said to Black women, don't grease your scalp, don't do this, tight braids should only be worn, periodically, and all of these things. But every time somebody said something, it was like, you not Black, your hair don't look like ours. You can't tell us nothing. So after a while, everybody just gave up and said whatever. But the people who didn't give up, the people who stood in those spots, are the team natural people. These are the ones that saw y'all saying, I'm not listening to no dermatologist. I'm not listening to a cosmetologist because she told me to do this. And she told me that I got to do this. And then they came and said, don't worry. The cosmetologist, they're just trying to take your money. Do this instead. Do this to your hair instead. And this has been my reality for the over a decade. Okay. Since 2010. It's 2026. So in 2026, I know it's taking me a while to get here, but I need y'all to understand this isn't me coming to nobody with drama. This isn't me being rude to the women who wrote me these messages. This isn't to be rude. I'm only displaying two because there was no way for me to black out everything in the other messages. Like, you would have known exactly who these people were. So I didn't want to do that, right? Because that's not my intention. But my intention is to let y'all know, it's triggering for me to be having y'all like, oh, hey, my name is this and my platform is about this and it's about this. Not to mention, when I first received the emails or whatever, it was a little shocking to me. It blew me away because for the last decade, some of the same women, I didn't get emails from them like, oh my God, seeing let's collab. As long as I've been on YouTube, I have never had anybody from Team Natural reach out to me trying to talk to me about nothing. Never. It ain't happened. So it was just weird to me that in 3 months' time, I have all of these women from Team Natural sending me messages that look the same. Like, hey, let's collab. Let's do videos together. And the only reason that I'm adding this to the screen, I don't have to give nobody an explanation for nothing. Okay? That's the very first thing, because the hell that I've been dealing with here on YouTube, the fact that anybody wants to be, oh, Sid, why are you posting this or why are you saying this? It's crazy to me. It's crazy because regardless of the flowers that people are giving me now, and I really appreciate it, that doesn't undo the things that have happened before. And I think one really big problem that Black people have, and this is with family, this isn't just talking about hair in general, we want to do shit, break things, and then just hop off the bandwagon. Be like, you know what? I'm done with it. And if anybody brings up the things that you've done, if anybody brings up the cracks in the foundation that you've made, then they're dramatic. Then they're the negative one. Then they're the person that's doing something wrong, where in reality, it was you. These are the things that kind of irritate me. Hold on, let me put this charger in. So when it comes to, collaborations and stuff like that with Team Natural, I'm sorry, but I don't want to do any of that. I don't want to do any of that because I'm sorry, I've been dealing with this shit for so long, and I've been putting the science of hair out for so long, and it's like all of a sudden they're trying to mix like the real science of hair care, but still hold on to all of their hacks and all of the little stuff that they want to do. And I'm sorry, loves, but I'm not interested. I'm not interested in any way, shape, or form, right? Because what happens is I come on these platforms. I'm not trying to say like, oh, I'm big shit and only people are going to watch. No. But what happens is before I before anybody was ever reaching out, I've always known that all of y'all can see me. I've always known that because I make videos, and then a couple of days later, there's either a negative response to the video that I made, or there is a video taking out nuggets in my that I've said in my video and then twisting them. So I know that you guys have always been watching, and that's okay. That's fine. But for me, I I don't like the fact that right now I feel like the majority of women that are reaching out to me are doing it in a panic. Hear me out. A lot of y'all are not gonna like what I have to say next, and it is what it is. The majority of the women that are reaching out to me right now are doing it in panic mode, because the majority of Team Natural people went from YouTube, and they still making videos on YouTube, but the majority of the weight that they was pushing, they went from YouTube to TikTok. And they went over to TikTok and was doing numbers, because TikTok is, even though there are older people on TikTok too, TikTok is full of younger, impressionable people. And even if the people aren't younger, the people who are not younger, they have very, very, very impressionable minds. They don't think for themselves. So TikTok is a great place for people who don't think for themselves, or people who have really, really impressionable minds. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. We having a real talk. So for that reason, I decided that TikTok wasn't going to be a place for me. People were telling me all the time, "Oh, Cynthia, you need to get on TikTok. You need to get on TikTok, saying get on TikTok." And I'm like, no, that's not my form, because I've never been interested in having mindless conversations. "Oh, well, I think this, and I think this, and you know what you need to do to your hair? You should try this." And then because every time I would see the videos, that's all you see. It's just a bunch of theories just being thrown at the wall. And then everybody that's listening thinks that these theories that they're making up are real hair care. And they're trying these theories right along with the women that are making it up and wondering why things don't work. To me, this is one of the main issues and one of the main problems that Black women are having. And the issue that makes it even more prevalent to me is the simple fact that if you say something about it, right, you are made to look like you are just like the worst person in the world, or like you just have the biggest issue with everything. And I'm sorry, I'm just not in the business of making people feel like they don't have to be held accountable for their actions. Moreover, I love y'all as a people, but I'm not coming on anybody's lives. I'm not going on any Team Natural YouTube channel. Like, one of the women, I went and I looked on her. Before I said no, I went and I looked on. Actually, I'm lying. I didn't respond. I'm sorry. It's too much. I went and I looked on her page, right? And the very first video of hers that I see on her page is about flax seeds. In her bio on YouTube, on Instagram, is flaxseed gel. Listen, if y'all want to do flaxseed gel, if y'all want to do rice water, if y'all want to do apple cider vinegar, if y'all want to do all of that stuff, go ahead and do it. I'm done making those types of videos. I'm sure you can see that here on my channel right now. I'm so done making those types of videos. I'm so done having these types of conversations. I am about to be 36 years old. In a couple years after that, I'm going to be 40. And the definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. I have been having the same conversation with the same group of women about the same exact thing for over a decade. And I find it offensive that women are coming like, "Oh, hey, I would love, I'm a holistic, I'm a this, can you come on my channel and let's talk? And I'm going to feature you. And this is what my subscribers need to hear. And this is what people need to hear. And these are the conversations we need to have. It irritates the shit out of me. I'm not saying that you as a person irritates me. That's not what I'm saying. If you are a sensitive person, I do not understand why you're on my channel. Why? I'm not talking about you specifically. So that's why I'm not adding anybody's names, because anytime somebody says something, oh, Stan got beef. I don't got beef with nobody. Nobody, buddy. Nobody. I don't do beef. I don't do that. I don't know where y'all from and how y'all get down, but I don't do beef. I don't. It probably looks like it because y'all saw one person coming after me really, really aggressively for over 7 years, but we're not going there. I am at a place where I am working. It's probably it's gonna take me 4 more years to finish the degree that I'm working on, right? To have a certain, certain letters behind my name, and I don't share things like that until it's over with. So I'm not putting it out there. No, I'm not sharing what school I'm going to. No, I'm not sharing the exact degree. No, I'm not sharing what certifications that I have, because the only people who need to know that are my patients. Am I sharing it on social media? No, because social media has not been a safe place for me. It hasn't. And I am completely out of that bracket. And I'm not being disrespectful, but to ask me to come on y'all platforms in the way that y'all are is like me calling a brain surgeon, or me contacting a brain surgeon and asking a brain surgeon to come on my page and go back and forth with me or talk to me about stuff when it comes to the human scalp. They're going to be looking at me like, girl, I've went so much farther than that. I'm not stooping down to that low of a level to have that conversation when I have all of these other things that I'm working on. Girl, I got brain surgery tomorrow. I'm not about to have this conversation with you. I don't have enough mental space. That's what I'm saying. I do not have enough mental space to go back and rehatch these types of conversations. Now, if that's what you ladies want to do, then y'all go right ahead. But I don't know what's going on right now. I don't know if there's like certain conversations where people are like, oh, ready, set, go, let's contact Sin. It's some of the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life. Again, I'm not putting anybody's name specifically out there. So I'm asking you, and I'm talking to a very specific person, and they know exactly who I'm talking to. There was one in particular that was linked and connected to somebody else. And there is a looming legal case that we are working on right now. And I let them know that because of the group of people that they wanted me to be a part of, I wasn't interested in really doing anything. But, if they were open or whatever to moving forward in a different way, then maybe we could, but I'm not really interested. But what else are you trying to get into? And I'm going to be real. I had no intentions on working with this person, but because of the person that they were linked with, that was my response, because I wanted to see what her response was going to be after. And after I gave her my response, basically saying basically what I told her was that I'm coming at the cosmetology field. I'm coming at my content from a scientific perspective. So I'm not interested in having team natural conversations. And when I say team natural conversations, I mean, oh, what's the best hair product for hair growth? What's the best hair product for moisture? What's the best hair product for hydration? I don't participate in conversations like that. Why? Because hair products is not going to be the thing that gives your body the hydration that it needs. Hair products will not be the thing that gives your hair the moisture that it needs. All of that is coming from an internal level. So I don't entertain conversations like that. That's why Black women go from product to product to product to product, because you're buying the product thinking, hey, my hair is lacking hydration. This product is going to give me hydration. No, it's not. It happens on the internal level. My hair is lacking moisture. Oh my God, what's going on? It's lacking moisture. What do I do? Put this product on it. No, baby, it comes from an internal level. Your sebum needs to be regulated. And it's a fact. But everything that the Team Natural people do works against what I do scientifically. So it makes no sense for us to get online. It's not going to be a good time for me. The only person who's going to get something out of it is the person whose channel that I'm on. I'm not going to get anything out of it. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I don't gain anything. I don't win. I don't not win because it's not a, and I'm not saying the people want to debate. No, that's not what I'm saying. Even conversation, we don't have anything to talk about. Every woman that's contacted me, when I go on their page, everything that y'all make videos about, I make videos telling people not to do. So what exactly are we going to collab about? I don't really get it. I'm so confused, especially because, and this could just be wrong, because the very first person that reached out, I'm not going to go, I'm not going to go into detail, because if I go into detail, y'all going to know who I'm talking about, and y'all will be able to draw the parallels. I'm not going to do that. Now, I will say this. If somebody takes this video the wrong way and you decide to make a video about me or about this video in a negative light and take this out of context, then whatever I post online, that's going to be on you. That's just going to be on that. And for everybody else who wrote me, you can thank the people who make a video about this going in a negative direction, but that's not what I'm saying. And for the viewers and the people that are listening, I'm not okay with that. Like, I am big on accountability with my family, with everything. And I don't like this. Like the fact that we all know the way the pieces used to be hitting, it's not hitting no more. And y'all got to remember, I've been doing this for a long time too, because when the BS that y'all been tooting on TikTok and all over YouTube and all over Instagram, when that started going up, the scientific community, our views and stuff started going down, because people thought, oh, they're lying. So I know exactly what y'all going through. I know exactly how you feeling overnight, to have you making a whole bunch of money and then your shit just start dwindling down because you're not getting paid to make the type of content that you was making before. So now you have to come back. Oh, okay, let's try to link up with Sin. Let's link up with Sin. Let's link up with some people that says they not really dialing into this Team Natural stuff no more. So let's go ahead and start having some conversations with some people who are talking about the science. And in that way, I can still mix in what I'm known for and with the science, because she's on my channel and I brought this to them. I'm not doing none of that. None of it. Now, if at least one of y'all had reached out over these last 11 years that I've been fighting for my life here on YouTube to bring people this type of information, if at least one of y'all had reached out during that time period, then okay. But absolutely not. I find it really funny that now all of a sudden that everybody's TikTok is shut down and ain't nobody making that bread no more. Now that people are slowly but surely not into Team Natural content, now that people are putting the science together and doing the math for themselves, now that your fans, or now that your subscribers are like, hey, maybe you should go check out Sin. No, we're not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not playing that game with y'all. I'm just not, because then it'll be a whole nother thing. Then we'll get into it. Not get into it like beefing, but we'll be having this conversation and it'll be made to look like, wow, they're just bringing this information to the forefront. Y'all not bringing nothing to the forefront of nothing. I've been doing this shit since 2009. And what we're not going to do in 2026 is act like, oh, Sin's just popping out and, oh, the Team Naturals helped her get her message out there. I don't need y'all to help me do that. I don't. And I also don't want us to mix our platforms together because I'm not in the business of instant gratification. This isn't going to be the type of thing where people can come over here, watch a couple of videos, and then boom, they got everything that they need. And all they got to do is mix a couple of products together and then boom, here we go. No, I am tearing down everything that y'all have built because it is the things that you guys have built that have Black women confused about how to really treat their hair and their scalp. So I'm not collaborating with none of y'all on nothing. And a lot of people gonna take this the wrong way, but I'm really blunt and transparent. I really don't know how else to say it. And if somebody wants to come from a scientific level after they've taken the time and put in the work, then that's different. Like AQBS, those the type of people that I want to talk to. Links in the description box below. AQBS, I'm going to start reposting some more of his stuff, and I'll put his stuff in the description box below. And he's a barber. So do you got to do hair like me? Absolutely not. But we speak the same language. So far, I think me and AQBS have done 2 or 3 lives together. It wasn't one time that either one of us tooted any team natural jargon. It never happened. My brain was on fire talking to that man because those are the type of conversations I want to have. I'm not having no product pushing team natural conversation. I'm not doing that. I've done that for 10 years here on my channel. If y'all want y'all audience to know more about the things that I teach, send them over here. But I'm not coming on y'all channels to talk about nothing. Just like y'all didn't come on my channel to try to rescue me or to try to whatever the hell, I don't know. Nobody was reaching out to me. Oh, Cyn, I see all of the things people are saying about you. Why don't you come here on my channel? Because yeah, these are the things that my clients need to hear. None of y'all was on that then. I went through the fire by myself. So you know what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna go through it by yourself or not with me. I don't want to have anything to do with it. Nothing. And right now, I'm not saying anybody's name. I'm not saying anything. Y'all can do the math on your own. But the team naturals are dropping like flies. They are. And they take their videos down. They're going to bring them back. They'll bring videos back. They delete TikToks and Instagrams and then come back. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't care. And I won't be making videos about that either. But I am making this video to say, regardless of what y'all hear, y'all may see some videos of people giving me my flowers, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. But just know that everything that you see on the surface is not as it seems. And just know that everything that glitters ain't gold. And just know everybody that's like, oh, all hell send out, or everybody's like, oh, we love Cyn. Oh, Cyn says, just know every video that you see like that isn't sincere. It's not. And from the outside looking in, it's going to look like I'm being mean and nasty. But like everything else that is taking place, I say one thing, and then everybody be like, oh, no, I sure know what she's talking about. Oh, no, she's being mean. Oh, she's being nasty. And then a couple of years later, everybody's like, damn, Cyn did say that. Cyn did say that was going to happen. So I want to say in closing, like, I love y'all so much. And I appreciate everybody. But I just need y'all to know that I am not interested in any way, shape, or form in coming on anybody's channel and talking about nothing. I'm not interested in collabing with anybody from Team Natural unless you are full of accountability, unless we're going to be sitting on live with you like, man, I really should have went to school before I start putting these videos online, leading Black women or leading women down roads that they don't know how to walk down, because I don't know how to walk down. So I want to address that first and say that I should have educated myself before I start making this content. But nobody's going to do that. So because nobody's going to do that, I'm not, it's just not something that I'm interested in. And there are going to be people who are like, oh, well, you should want to sit and talk and have, girl, that's for YouTube and social media for entertainment. I don't do that. The dermatologist that I am training under told me, Cynthia, you only debate your peers. To everybody else you educate. And I asked him, I knew what he meant by that, but I said, could you be more specific? And he said, Cynthia, it doesn't make sense for you to sit around with a bunch of people who, like somebody who has an education in chemistry, is not going to sit down and have an argument with a brain surgeon or with a neurologist. The neurologist isn't going to sit there and go back and forth with a chemist. What? We have two completely different scopes of education. We're not going back and forth about nothing. Am I going to consult a chemist? Will a chemist consult a neurosurgeon? Absolutely. We'll consult each other and listen to each other's opinions on a specific patient. But we're not just sitting there wasting our time going back and forth. He's like, we're not doing that. He told me, he said, Cynthia, me and you are having a conversation and we're having this discourse right now, we're having this conversation right now because I'm training you. But I'm not just randomly going to go and have no conversations and no debates with a cosmetologist about nothing. I'm not debating or going back and forth with a trichologist about nothing. This is what the dermatologist said. Because the dermatologist trained trichologists, what do I look like? What do I look like? He said, that's what I mean by you only debate your peers. To everybody else, you educate. So I'm not being rude. I'm not being disrespectful. I love everybody to the moon and back, but me, her, she, us, we, Shalissa, please, y'all, don't think that I'm being mean and nasty. Don't think that I'm ignoring you, but I can't be fake. I don't have the mental strength to keep writing it. After the first one, two. The first one, she was cool, but and then the second one is the one that kind of ruined it for everybody. Even though I wasn't doing it anyway, I'm not even open to having the conversation. I'm not even responding to the messages because of the second one connected to one of the looming legal cases that I have coming up. So let me know in the comments what you think about this video. I'm not saying anything negative about anybody. I'm not telling y'all what to watch and what not to watch. I'm not telling y'all what to do and what not to do. That part of my life is completely over, okay? Now people who want what I have to say, they seek after it, and they are clinical patients of mine. I do not sit online and do back and forth internet discourse with nobody, even if it's not an argument, just to sit back and have these conversations, these baseless debates or these baseless conversations, just throwing stuff at the wall. I want nothing to do with it. But that's what keeps the women entertained. And if that's what y'all want to watch, then y'all go right ahead. But just know I won't have anything to do with it. And for all of the Team Natural people who are trying to, reformat that shit and figure out what they're going to do next, I wish everybody the best of luck, but I need y'all to understand, Sendal will not be a part of y'all plan. I don't know what the hell is going on, but Sendal will not have anything to do with y'all rebranding and restructuring. I wish y'all the best, but peace out to my world for real, girl, because I can't even do it, okay? You look at me in the face real quick. I just want you to know I can't even do it. I'm not even going to do it. I won't do it.